Democratic voters and some politicians are feeling powerless right now, and veteran Democratic political strategist James Carville offered his advice on how politicians should handle it. Take a look.
So the question is, how should Democratic politicians respond to this? And what I think they should do is what we call in rural America, play possum. Just let it go. Don't get in the way of it. Or as we like to say, don't just stand there, do nothing. Let this germinate. We don't need to be, we don't need to get in front of it. This freight train is moving. Let's just get out of the way, and then we're going to have time.
Okay. So is that the right move here?
Well, so I think the one thing Democrats should be doing is right now the flooding the zone that Donald Trump's doing, that we've talked about a lot of times, divides the people who are against him into a lot of little categories. So by by upsetting everyone, by ticking everyone off, now you've got individual groups fighting back. What I think would behoove a lot of the Democrats right now is we've seen as they kind of jump out, the progressives, differently than the moderates, is if the politicians would hunker down a little bit and decide what their messaging is and what we're going to go forward with, I think that would be helpful. Because right now, when people speak up, everyone's reacting to everything he throws out, and then nothing goes anywhere.
But I disagree with Carville. And I disagree with you, because I do. Because I have lived long enough to say that people who do nothing empower the enemy. They do. I believe that. And I believe that Americans, you can, first of all, you can multitask, you can march, and you can do whatever, and let them do what they're doing. You can do both. And the main thing you can do is call your Republican senators and congresspeople and tell them that you're not happy with what's going on. You did not vote for this, what they're doing right now. And not to Democrats. We know what the Democrats are. It's the Republicans you've got to get to. I sound like you now.
Getting at to some degree is if you treat everything like a 5-alarm fire, people might tune it out.
That's my
and
point,
just
is not
start to
do
be like,
nothing.
It's noise. So decide what truly matters. And David Axelrod got a lot of flack for saying, let USAID criticisms go. I love USAID. I've been on missions abroad where we've used it to help people, but it's intangible to voters. It doesn't really impact American voters' lives.
Okay.
If DOJ comes into the Social Security Administration and something happens, that's where you hold your real fight for.
Why is Mike going into my Social Security and the IRS?
Well, people
Why is he doing that? Why are he firing
Well, people should be concerned about that, but I kind of agree with James Carville because I'm part of the 92% of black women that voted to save the rest of the country. But the country wanted something else, and the country's getting something else. So I'm resting.
It's not the whole country.
Well, and Joy, just to push back on what you're saying, I'm not saying do nothing. Doing nothing has never accomplished anything. I'm saying don't roll over like a dog. Carville didn't say roll over like a dog in submission. He said play the opossum, which is strategic.
Didn't people get
I said, okay, play the opossum and get on the phone.
Well, what I'm saying is by hunkering down and getting a clear message, you're not shooting in 20 directions. Flooding the zone, which Trump has been very good at, has us all reacting to different alarms.
But
that divides the opposition.
But Sarah, there's an overriding thing, and it's called democracy, that is slipping away from us.